We got our wedding rings.
Talk to me, Dan. What happened? So you went out
Jarrod,
a nice day with him.
We went up London for the day. Because when I said to Jarrod, we've got to get our wedding rings, he went, oh, we'll just order them online, won't we? I'm not ordering my wedding ring online.
It's all becoming very, very real now, Dan, isn't it? It's only love doing its thing, baby. It's only love that you're giving, girl, you're feeling. I sung that just because Danny was eating
I was finishing my
Belvita, which
my Belvita yogurt crunch,
which is almost a sort of middle to upper class biscuit. It's
if Belvita want to sponsor me, please do.
Yeah, I don't know if they're part of the Ryvita lot. You know what I mean? It seems like they're, the Ryvita. I mean,
love a Ryvita cracker.
Not for me, darling.
Their sweet chili Ryvita crackers are so good.
Don't ever put a Ryvita and a cracker in the same sentence, because a cracker and a cracker's got something about it.
They're Ryvita sweet chili thins. Oh, with a bit of hummus.
No, I'm talking about the old school fucking
hummus
Ryvita.
next to some salad. Unreal.
Awful fucking thing.
I'm on my wedding diet.
It doesn't matter what you put on a Ryvita, ladies and gentlemen. It's still going to taste like cack.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't think so. See, I'm trying because the wedding is soon.
It's so soon now, Dan. Crisps. It really is.
It's not so much crisps. I just love chocolate. It gets to an evening and I just really want like chocolate or like sweets. You know what I mean? I'll chop up a couple of apples and me and Jarrod will eat some apples and
what
that. But we just have a bowl of apples in bed sometimes.
A bowl of apples? It's not a euphemism, is it?
No. No, we just sometimes we'll chop up a couple of apples and lie in bed together.
Right, and then whatever happens,
Whatever happens, you know. After the apples.
Sure. Not known for being an aphrodisiac, I don't think.
I don't think you get
But no one wants to eat oysters in bed, do they?
No.
I mean, although I probably would,
You better chicken in bed.
Anyway, welcome, because...
You've took a whole chicken up.
Yeah, I did take a chicken up. Welcome to the... I don't know where we are in the league tables anymore. When we first started this podcast, eggs and Dana...
All crumbs on me.
Yeah, she's smothered in...
Do you like my shirt?
At the moment. Yeah, it's a strong bit of kit.
This is Molly May's one.
Shout out to old Molly May.
I really
Back with
like
Tommy yet, is she? Or?
Oh, I don't know. I think they belong together.
Yeah. Oh,
we
for sure.
belong together.
No, you belong together.
You've worked with Tommy before. You did soccer aid together.
That's right. Shout out
do you
to
follow
Tommy
each other on Insta?
Yeah, no, I like Tommy. You know, obviously we don't sort of mix away from soccer aid, which unfortunately I can't do this year. Well, I'm still working on Disney to try and get myself in it lastminute.com.
Oh, he does want to do it. He's like, I'm too busy, I can't do it. And then now you've seen all
I don't know if they've ever had a BAFTA nominee on there.
Everyone's been released. Everyone's been released and now you want to go on it. You're a little bit FOMO, aren't you, around
I'll tell you what it is, my worry with it is that I'll get older every year. And so I'll get slightly shitter. And older, and I don't run much anyway, so it's almost like you got to get as many soccer aids in.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
once you go past
leg bad last year.
It was only because I two-footed someone and smashed into Eden Hazard.
Your leg was so bad.
Which I know, but it was worth it. I took that injury.
Yeah, fairs.
Recently played in the Ballers tournament at the Blue Water. And it was a 7-a-side tournament, which I went on to win. Shout out to Darren Bent, who smashed in the winner in the tournament. What a fucking strike it was, honestly.
What position do you play then?
Well, on 7-a-side, you're all over the gaff. There's no positions.
But what's your favourite position?
I like to sit in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
Where I can sort of be a pest.
Yeah.
Nick the ball, get it, and lay it off to better players.
Yeah. Because I was speaking to Jarrod about this the other day, about like positions and stuff. So his position...
Yeah, but I'm sure you do know what his position is.
Yeah, he's left wing.
No, he's right wing,
Right
darling.
wing. Oh sorry, babe. But right wing, so he's a striker. Striker as well.
We can play a striker.
So I didn't realise that certain positions you have kind of... Because I said to him, so do you because he scores, so like there's certain... He's like, yeah, like defenders don't really score. He's like, if you're a defender...
Only from a corner, maybe
it's quite rare that a defender scores.
But...
We were speaking about positions in football the other day, because obviously I try and learn and educate myself and I'm getting there.
But then you forget, don't you, the next day?
Why do I always think he's left wing? Because he's left-footed.
Yeah, but he's both footed, actually.
Yeah.
So basically, the good thing about being left-footed when you're on the right wing is you're running down the right, right?
Yeah.
But then you can cut in on your left.
Yeah, because I always see his little routes and little things that he does.
This is why he's so brilliant, is that the defenders don't know what way he's going to go. Like, they think he can go left and right, and there's not many players that can do that.
Yeah.
That's why he manages to skip past players like they're not even there. But he generally cuts in on his left, and then once he cuts in...
Then he'll go for it.
Then they're fucked, which is what I love to watch.
Yeah.
So, he's not left wing. because on the left wing you want to cut in and be. But although he can use his right foot, he scores with both feet.
Yeah, no, I was just speaking to him about it the other day about positions and
Just
stuff.
trying to learn, wasn't
No, because I was saying like his position, there's like it's quite competitive. His position, do you know what I mean? Like there's so many
in
good
the
players.
England squad, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why I was just really fascinated by it, and I've already fucked it. But yeah,
No,
so
you should be. You should be fascinated by it.
No,
you know?
I try and educate myself as much as possible.
I know you
when
do,
it comes
darling.
to
It's
football,
just trying
do you
to.
know what I mean?
You know what it is? It's trying to retain that knowledge. For
Yeah, retain
That's what you
it.
need
But
to do.
I do listen.
Because I think you learn stuff every day, but then in the morning you forgot it all again.
Well, listen, Dad, I didn't know nothing about football, and now I do. We got our wedding rings.
Talk to me, Dan. What happened?
So we've got
You went out a nice day with him, obviously.
Yeah, we had a couple because he had a couple of days off after the England squad, which was really lovely. So we went up London for the day. But Jarrod don't really like London.
It's weird when you say that. You know, you go up London, like people go, "What does that mean?" Like you're from London. It's a weird saying, but because we're from East London, and you are still technically from East London.
Yeah.
When you're from sort of County Town, Custom House, you do say, "Listen, I think we're going to go up London."
Yeah. Right? He says that I say things in a certain way.
Yeah, like people don't understand what that means.
Yeah, go up London.
Yeah, because we are from London.
Yeah.
Actually, when you say you're going up London, that means it's like Soho, the heart of London, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
it's just something we've always said. But go on, anyway, you went up London.
Yes, we went up London, and I actually had to get in the car, Dad, because he don't like trains, does he, Jarrod? But he gets hounded.
I'm not a fan of trains.
Oh yeah, but
you forced me into.
But Dad, we're on like weekly trains together. I can't be sitting in cars weekly. I can't. And then
I don't like to sit on trains weekly.
I'm always on the train. Always on the train.
I know that, darling, because you forced me into it. Anyway, go on, carry on.
So we was like, right,
go
let's
up
go.
London.
I was like, we're going to go up London. We went to Hatton Garden.
In the motor. Did he drive?
No, he got Lee to drive us. Lee, shout out to Lee.
Shout out to Lee, good driver.
He's West Ham. He drives for all the West Ham players. But no, he took us. We went to Hatton Gardens, and then we got our rings measured. He actually has gone for like a nice platinum.
Okay, platinum's the most expensive.
No, weren't they? They weren't. I'm not even going to swear. They wasn't that. Gold is really expensive. He said gold is through the roof.
Platinum was more expensive.
No, he said gold has gone through the roof. But Jarrod tried on gold, and it just wasn't his.
Shout out to Platinum Lace, which is an establishment in Leicester Square.
But we had a really good time. So I've basically gone for my same like band of my engagement ring, but like underneath.
Okay.
And then he's gone for like platinum, and he's got this really nice little like outer layer of like it's like a little shimmer. I can't explain it, but it's not so much a shimmer, and it ain't a diamond. There's something in it, and it's really nice and different. Because when I said to Jarrod, we've got to get our wedding rings, he went, "Oh, just order them online, won't we?" I'm not ordering my wedding ring online.
Although what you've done is your engagement ring is going to be the showpiece.
Yeah, but then my band underneath, basically is basically the same as my engagement ring.
Right, okay. So
because I didn't want nothing different, I just wanted it to be the same.
So it sort of joins onto the engagement ring.
Yeah, it joins.
So it becomes part of it. It
becomes part of it, like in unison.
Okay, and so
yeah, we went and got our rings.
And exciting because it's all becoming very, very real now, Dan, isn't it?
It was lovely.
Let's have it right. We're so close now.
Wolf afterwards because he didn't want to stand.
So you got your rings.
We didn't want to stand central for too long.
No, so didn't want to stay up London for too long.
It really annoys me, Jarrod. Like, I love it, but he don't like London that much.
Well, he's from fucking Hereford.
He's from a village. It just doesn't. But then, tell a lie. Jarrod's mum, Nat, who I love so much.
Yeah, shout out to
She'll be listening to the pod.
Yeah, we love Nat.
She's always a little bit behind, but yeah, she.
What do you mean a bit behind in?
Not in life.
No, right.
In the podcast.
Sorry, now.
She's always behind.
She was saying that you were sort of learning difficulties.
No. She's always behind with the podcast. So
yes,
she's
a
few episodes behind. But yeah, she loves London. Like Nat is deep down loves all that. Do you know what I mean? Like
but Jarrod doesn't get excited about
just doesn't like London
why would he?
at all.
Don't you think that'd be a bit of an ick?
No.
He's getting all excited going, oh, look at the lights. You know what I mean? You'd be a bit like, really?
Yeah.
You know, so he's a bit busy up there. And listen, you remember Jarrod's someone who doesn't like...
offended him again.
He doesn't like, he's not into fame, all right? He didn't get into, he's not an athlete for that. So, he doesn't like being mithered.
I want to like walk around London and,
but them days are gone, Well, no, you can still do that, actually. And
he's just not into that.
The one place I don't get recognised that, well, people don't drive me mad, just going to spin it back around on me again.
Narcissist again.
The narcissist is out again. Is that, in central London, really, you don't get that bothered. It's a lot of tourists and people that are too cool for school. So actually, I know in your head you've got an image, and same with your mum. She's got this image sometimes of, oh, should we go up London and see the Christmas lights?
Yeah, I love all that.
Walking arm in arm, in some sort of like romantic film,
kissing in the street and that.
Kissing in the street until you get your phone snatched out of your hand by some little cunt on a fucking electric bike. I mean, let's have it right.
Like, I want to walk around Winter Wonderland.
Of course you do. I get all that.
Yes,
I get all that.
I like
so
all
anyway,
that.
so you got your rings,
So
right?
I got our rings.
And then you thought, do you know what? That's enough of being up London. And
I
then
went to Canary Wharf. Jarrod loves Canary Wharf. Canary Wharf's really nice and it's quite peaceful, isn't it? In a sense, like certain parts of it is beautiful.
Where'd you go?
We went to a really lovely. I can't remember.
Didn't go Rocker.
We didn't go Rocker. We went to. It was like an Italian. It was like antipasti thing. So we went in and we had like this lovely bread board with all like the nice meats and that. You know, like of all the nice meats. It had all little different salsas. I had like an olive one, like a fishy one.
Oh yeah, love all that.
Big tomatoey one. Then we had some arancini bowls. Got a nice like big salad. So,
as you do as an athlete, I suppose.
Like a big salad.
Steamed right into his salad, no doubt. Good.
Couple of coffees.
Good. The season ain't over yet.
Season ain't over. And then we went out.
Couple of cocktails. Really Did you have a little cocktail?
No, we didn't. We had coffees. He don't
Coffees.
really drink. He doesn't drink. I said to Dad the other day, would you drink? And like, if you weren't a footballer, he said he would a bit more, but he just doesn't. He doesn't drink.
When he's got 3 strippers on his lap on his stag do, you know, he'll be off his nut on Jaeger bombs that weekend. I'll tell you that.
He's in a group chat, my dad, and he doesn't. He's not.
You're praying that I'm not allowed to go on this, by the way.
No,
how weird is this, by the way, that the father of the bride would be encouraging strippers? That was awful, isn't it? Actually, if I think about it.
No, I was only bantering about the.
No, I know that. I know. I get that. Listen, we were just having a conversation about stuff, and you know, it's very divisive.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I'm really hoping that I can.
You in a beach bar, right?
Talking of beaches and stuff, I'm off on holidays after this record. Going to Dubai. Now, anyway, shout out to all you burglars out there, because by the time this airs, I'll be back.
Yeah.
And I've got a naughty dog called Debbie.
Oh, God.
And I'm belled up to fuck. So, anyway, don't try and sniff round me gaff when this is out, because I'll be waiting for you with a spring kosh, which is my favourite weapon of choice.
You give that to Jarrod.
Oh, no, I got another one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did give one to Jarrod, a spring kosh. It was one of my early presents to him.
Yeah, it was when we moved in.
Because he's very protective of you. I know he was, yeah.
Such a shitty ass.
So he's got the one with the spring on it. Well, actually, my one's pure metal. It's almost like a police baton, my one.
He has it next to him.
Anyway, it's a good tool. So I'm going to Dubai with Juanita. I just met a girl called Juanita. I haven't just met her. I met her in sort of 93, I think it was. So, yeah, she's in a good mood because she's going away.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I believe she might be coming back soon. Or is that being confirmed?
Joe will be, because there's a lot of requests for Joe. People love a bit of Joe.
Yeah, I know. Almost there's do get in touch if you'd rather have Joe, actually, because I'm quite up for standing aside, letting the 2 girls, women power and all that, doing their thing.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway, me, Juanita, Dids, which is our nickname for Artie. It's Diddy, man. We used to call him Puff Diddy. We don't anymore.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Anyway, and then obviously Duns. Which is another nickname that I do like to give people nicknames, hence eggs.
I ain't got one. I didn't have one.
No, didn't get one, did you?
No.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is weird.
We have one for you.
We'll have the same name as you, so.
Yeah, no, it'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dun's obviously short for... I don't know why, because her name's Sunny.
I don't know why we call her Duns. Duns.
Which is...
Sunny, yeah.
She quite likes Duns, by the way. But
she only lets certain people
only
call
close
her Duns.
people call her Duns.
If someone calls her Duns
sweet,
and they're not close,
Duns.
she gets really pissed off.
So, yeah, we're off to Dubai to go and fucking live it up, because I'm still very much traumatised from my TUI cruise.
I'm coming.
And I don't want to...
I'm going to come to Dubai anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
Going to meet us out there with the Terribles?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Me, the Terribles and Sandy, yeah.
Don't know if Dubai's ready for the Terribles, are they?
No, only joking.
Anyway, I had a look on the old weather and that, and 37, 38, 41 it gets to.
You know what? I'm so jealous that I'm not coming.
So
that's the only thing that's horrible when you get older.
Babe, you've flown the fucking nest, darling.
Oh, no, but I want to come back.
Well, you can't come back. They've got too many kids.
If I still lived with you, I'd still be allowed to come on your holidays, wouldn't I?
Well, you don't live with us. Again,
I want to come
You've moved on now, darling. You're about to marry your man. Your clan's getting bigger.
Yeah.
You want to come home? You said that the other day, didn't you? You came round. It's like
I miss
you miss home. Sort of. Yeah, but I'll tell you, you miss a little bit. As much as you love being a mother and being, sort of, about to get married and all that stuff, which is what you meant to do. You miss just being a little kid, didn't you?
Yeah. What was I doing? I was learning yours. I had a Chinese at yours.
You had a nice Chinese, but you also had a shower. And then Mummy, for some reason, was on some vibe where you got out and then you was on the settee and she started to massage your feet.
She did. Did she put all like nice Laura
never fucking massage, and she massages Jarrod's feet.
She always massages Jarrod's.
She never goes near her fucking husband's though, does she? Hey. day.
No, yeah, she was.
She's not seen me winkle for 6 months. So, which is a shame.
Oh, you never know what happens in Dubai.
Well, that's why I've laid out on a big holiday, just in the very, very small chance I might get a rollerbat out of it, you know.
Oh God.
And we're gonna live it up, and I'm gonna have a nice rest before I go into the fray of rivals.
You've got to have some nice sushi out there.
Hence, I'm back on the beard vibe now. Any listeners that listen a lot, you know, our loyal little fucking mob, you'll understand that just before a job now, I have to keep the beard long, which obviously, you know, because usually you have to ask the makeup designer what they want to do. We know what they're doing. Straight tash.
Yeah, I thought your moustache was getting longer.
As soon as this comes off,
it's
there.
No.
No, of course it don't.
Isn't it mad?
We've got a camera test coming up, right? Which is that when you work for Disney, do camera tests well before you start shooting.
Yeah.
You never have that on any other job. So you'll get in your costume, get your syrup on, and I'll have me tash then.
Yeah.
They'll put me in front of the camera in a studio, and then if the Disney lot don't like, they want to tweak you, they tweak you. Right? I'm hoping they don't want to tweak Fred. Anyway, we've done it now. So we know what Fred looks like, obviously. Can't wait to put my new syrup on because it's beautiful.
Oh, is it a nice wig?
I can run my fingers through my new wig.
Really? Because they can be quite itchy.
I had it on the other day. I didn't want to take it off.
Really?
Oh, my
God. But I don't want to change your wig too much.
Well, my last wig, you couldn't touch it. Once it was set, it was like an helmet. And I remember Catherine, because we obviously had a love scene, she was like, I won't be able to run my fingers through his hair. She was like, no, you can't touch it. You know,
yeah,
but
naturally.
But this time I can flick it around.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you know, they've invested a little bit more on my canister. So yeah, I'm very, very, very much looking forward to going into the fray again.
Oh, but when you're all happy and joyous when you're
yeah, Dubai, need a little rest. Going to be lovely. Go and burn out there, no doubt.
Don't be silly.
Come back. No, I don't mean to burn. I want to burn.
No, but just
not like you.
Wear your factors, like at least factor 50 for a good day.
Can you still get a tan?
Of course you can, babe.
Let's get confused. You know what fucks me off is just spinning over every 20 minutes, and you've got to spin over and all that bollocks.
Yeah, you do have to spin.
Because
kids, look at them, they tan, and you put 50 on them.
Yeah, Dids has got that natural skin, hasn't he?
Santi needs a little bit of sun.
I'm going to take a book with me.
Oh.
I'm going to take a book that when we was doing our caravan show.
Yeah.
There was somebody, shout out to whoever it was that turned up with a signed copy of Eddie Richardson's autobiography. Eddie Richardson being a gangster back in the 60s, a rival of the Cray twins.
Nice. So you're going to have a little
out of
read
South
of that?
London, and it says, with love, Eddie Richardson. I don't know if he's still with us, Eddie. Do you want to Google it, Eggs, just to find out whether...
From first look, it looks like he's 89 years old and still with us.
Shout out to Eddie then. Maybe it was Eddie that turned up on the caravan site to give me one of his books. Anyway, I'll have a little read of that.
I love that. Oh, I'm so best time.
But I can't wait.
A couple of cocktails round the pool.
There will be cocktails drank. There will be beautiful food. Got to bring you back this bit of chocolate you was on me about.
This Dubai pistachio chocolate.
Okay. Wonderful.
Everyone's gone nuts on it. You can order it on TikTok shop and all that, but I want the real one.
Yeah, well, don't you worry. Because of my guilt for not taking my other daughter away, my other child, it's been blanked. Then I shall bring you back some chocolate, my little sweet one. I really want it. But I won't be bringing Jarrod back any because the season's not over. Right, okay. So this is Eggs, who's having to come up with another game. It's called a game of caveman poetry.
Okay.
Now, this is a game where you have to try and communicate with each other using only the most basic words. Right. So you take a word from the cup in front of you. It's a cup there for anyone that watching. It's a global cup, of course. It wouldn't be a Spotify cup, you know. Take a word from the cup in front of you and try to describe it to the other Dan using only one-syllable words. So, as a reminder, because the two Dani Dyers here are sort of streetwise smart, but not academically
smart. We wouldn't survive on the 1%
Eggs has felt the need to say a syllable is a single beat in a word. It's the sound your chin drops for when you say a word out loud. For example, cat has one syllable, happy has two, happy, and elephant has three, elephant.
So we're only meant to use
for every
one
word
syllable.
you get right, you can take a mango shot home with you. Well, that's a bit of a shit fucking prize, isn't it? It's a fucking mango shot. Yeah, but I don't want to take them home with me. It's all you need on a fucking rattler.
So we're only using one syllable though, yeah? So when we describe it.
Right, so you want to go first?
Do I describe first?
Well, I think
maybe you should describe first.
Okay, I'll go first.
So you can give me a little.
Well, I don't know what I'm fucking doing either, do I? Oh my God. That's a tiny little piece of paper here. Okay, so the first bit of this word is
No. So I think maybe you. So you're not trying to explain each syllable. You're trying to explain the whole word.
Yeah, that's
using one syllable.
Yeah, but using it syllable by syllable, surely.
Oh, not syllables by syllable.
So the first part of this, what?
No, so basically you need to describe that word using
which I'm
one
going to
syllable.
do. Right, so the first syllable, right?
Yeah.
This is the fucking game
think
you've
he's
invented,
making it. I
X, by
think
the
he's
way.
better-
Is your mate, Pearman. What's her first name?
No. So to give you the example.
I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, for this shit game again that we've been given. Go on.
If I was trying to explain Costa Coffee to you.
Yes.
And let's say...
So you'd say drink.
So Costa's got 2 syllables.
No, so you'd say drink.
Yeah, so you can only use words with 1 syllables to describe
Oh, shit. That's hard.
Fucking hell, really? I mean, oh, my God. Well, that's... Oh, right, I see.
So you have to go...
Okay.
I love going.
It's... Okay, so let's do it then. Right, so it is a thing we all need to get our phones working.
That's 2 syllables.
Get our phones to work.
Charger.
Right, but what do you need?
Phone. Charger.
But what is it? What is it sort of? What did you can't just what would you plug it into? What is it? What do you need?
USB.
Sorry?
Do you
Well, it's
mean
everywhere,
a phone?
isn't it? It's everywhere.
Electric.
What's the long word for it?
Charger.
No, no. You said electric. What's the long word? What would we need? That's it. It was
Wire.
electric. No, not a wire, darling. Right. Just listen to your old dad. So you said electric.
Yeah.
Name it as the whole thing.
Electricity.
There we go. Thank the fucking Lord above. Just wanted to say that this game won't be coming back again. He is trying stuff. So now it's Danny's turn.
This is one of the worst ones, actually, Ben. And I usually like your games.
Right, and even Danny's fucking turning you. Look. Right, go on, get your... it does look a bit like a wrap of cocaine when you get it out. Not that I've ever tried cocaine.
Never tried that.
And don't do it, actually, kids. It fucking destroys lives. Right, okay. Tiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did he? Right, so...
Oh, okay.
Right, okay. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
this may take some time.
This one's quite hard, actually.
Well, not, and that one weren't.
Okay.
Right, remember you can only explain it in syllables, in one.
Okay.
It's a shit game. This is a middle upper class game that people play at dinner parties.
Ben used to go to private
Oh, let's
school.
play the 1 syllable word game. Oh, I love that game. Yeah, you know. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Right.
I've got the giggles.
Let's all calm down. Right, okay. Give it to me. Right.
It is a type of dance.
Okay. Right. What? Foxtrot.
No.
Break dancing.
I don't know what
Anyone
that
that's just
is.
listening, Danny's doing something weird in the chair. The Charleston.
No. It
Showbiz.
starts. No. Can I say what letter it starts?
Yeah,
with?
you can. I'm the fucking...
Okay. It rhymes with.
So go on. So it's about dance. So it's a dance.
Okay, it's a dance. They used
I don't know
to
any dances.
do
What the fuck? The
this
waltz.
dance in the 80s.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell.
Wait, Michael
Flatley.
Jackson.
The moonwalk.
No, used to do this dance.
Because you want to be a star in something. You got to be a star in something. What did he do? He done the moonwalk. That's what he's known for, but it's obviously not that.
It starts with a J.
Of a J.
Yeah.
Jack's the jive.
No.
Did Michael Jackson do the jive?
It's this type of dance.
Yeah, all right. We don't know about fucking dancing. Give me it starts with a J.
Yeah.
You might know it more as a music genre.
Oh yeah.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Is that it? Jazz dancing?
Jazz.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Didn't they?
Fucking hell.
That was hard.
So I get electricity, she gets jazz.
Yeah, well, it was the cup.
I think that's enough of that now. I think we've had enough of this now. What do you think? We don't want to go again with this, do we?
That was funny. We're just not good at these sort of games.
Well, it's not, beat ourselves up about it, but I think we've got more pressing matters.
Yeah.
And I think that we've...
Yeah, how would you do jazz then?
I don't know. I would have done jazz, to be honest with you.
Is that jazz?
Yeah, it's the way you have to explain it that pisses me off.
Would you do a bit of jazz on Strictly Come Dancing?
I wouldn't do Strictly, darling.
You would do Strictly, would you?
Why the fuck would I do Strictly?
You can't do Strictly. It's not your thing.
All the people that have done it, And
that is one cool gig to do at Strictly.
I don't think it's cool.
I think Strictly's cool. No. I think if you're asked to do a show, Strictly's like really one of the good ones to do.
It? I'm not so sure.
I would say so.
I thought maybe back in the day. I don't think any of them shows now are career defining.
I think Strictly's a good one to go on.
Well, then why haven't you done it then? I
just don't think it was ever the right time to do Strictly. But I don't know if Strictly,
huge commitment,
a massive commitment, isn't it?
And a lot of the celebrities do fall in love with their dancers.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Well, because you're heavily reliant on them.
You're gazing into their eyes a lot.
Well, and also you're spinning your crutch around their neck and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they get very intimate with you.
Yeah, very intimate. Yeah.
Especially when you're doing the old. Is it the tango? Is it the sexy one when they're fucking spinning you about?
Yeah.
But, yeah, so anyone out there, I won't be doing Strictly. Not for me.
You're always one of the rumoured guests, aren't you? That meant to go
do
on
every
things.
year. The same as
the jungle.
The same as the fucking jungle. I'm sure that bollocks will come round again.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Which
but
again,
just when you read it, most of the stuff you read on clickbait is bullshit, by the way. Just wanted to mark your cards on that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, anyone that enjoyed the game of caveman poetry, unfortunately, it won't be coming back. Right, Dan, I think we're moving on to...
Dani and the Diamonds, babe.
I can't believe that we're on part 6.
Yeah.
Now, if anyone that's just tuned in, this is something that we sort of dabble with this now and again. It's not a regular occurrence. No. It's basically Eggs was trawling the dark web looking for some sort of pornography, if you like, sexual fantasies about Dani Dyer, me. Yeah. Not young Dani Dyer. He hasn't done that yet. Or maybe he has. Probably has. Anyway, he's found a story of such. And it's called Dani and the Diamonds. Now, just as a little recap, what's the recap, Dan? Go on.
So it's Marissa, a lawyer. She meets Dani Dyer at a pub and they hit it off, but she later sees a text linking him to a jewel thief, Larry Fingers. Diamonds have now turned up on the set of EastEnders.
There was more to that.
Dani further.
Okay, right. Okay, so not much of a recap. Basically, it's a treacle that's been fantasising about me.
Yeah, there was a lot of fantasising.
But there's actually
a
really good plot in a sense of it could probably make a good sort of drama on Channel 5. Yeah. You know what I mean?
We're reaching the end of it.
She's had a bit of a peddle over me in bed, I think, which is weirdly what. Which is what. She's masturbated over me in bed.
The word peddling. I just think of that when it I don't know, like peddling.
I think we say pedal because of the feet. If people are sort of having a pedal, their feet go a bit, their toes go a bit splayed, and maybe there's a bit of that.
Peddling, like when you ride a bike.
Yes.
Pedal a bike.
Yeah, or you could have a pedalo.
Yeah.
So that's why we say peddling.
To correct you there.
What?
It's pedal and crank, wank.
It's not.
It's Cockney Rhyme slang.
No way. Is that what it is? Pedal and crank. See, I thought it was always pedal because... Oh, there you go.
You're meant to be the Cockney over there. Look,
no, I've never claimed to be a Cockney because I didn't hear the Bow Bells. I'm an East Londoner. Thanks for that, Eggs.
Yeah, well done,
and Eggs loves a pedal and all. Sitting in his little booth, probably peddling now, ain't you? He's just shown me both his hands, ladies and gentlemen. We are in safe hands. Anyway, what we'll do, Dan, because I know I like to test Dani on her reading because She gets a bit nervous around her reading when it's in public. How did it go with your public thing for Comic Relief?
Oh, it was so good.
Just chuck that in there. And,
yeah, that was great. I love working with
I saw you put a smudge up. You had a mic in your hand. There was lots of people around you, and I could imagine that your arse was flapping.
Yeah, well, I literally turned up because obviously there was traffic, and we was going from the office to like Liverpool Street, and oh my god, the traffic was
fucking motors.
So we literally just turned up, and there was like they were so lovely. It was all like the team, and
so you done it.
Yeah, we done it all. There was loads of people. Then had to like slime some like really like high up people, but it was so fun.
High up people, her.
Yeah, so it was like for like the Comic Relief. There was
but who's the high up people?
There was a couple of people that like, but they had
CEOs.
just really high up. But they were really, really nice, and we had a really great day. But yeah, I was shitting myself. You know what? I'm just.
I know, but now you're about to read again in front of the nation.
But I love Comic Relief.
Because I do believe that 2/3 of the nation.
Because I do like to declare that I did climb Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, well, it's been a while since you've dropped it.
I think I mentioned it again the other day.
So what we'll do is we'll go paragraph by paragraph, semi sort of thing. Anyway, Dani and the Diamonds, part 6. It's called Lights, Camera, Diamonds.
Nice. Marissa had spent years keeping her cool in courtrooms, facing down criminals and dismantling alibis with surgical precision.
Well done.
But nothing, not even grilling a career con artist, had prepared her for the overwhelming sensation of stepping onto the set of EastEnders.
She barely had time to take it in before she nearly walked straight into Ross Kemp.
Sorry, she blurted out starstruck. Ross Kemp, Grant Mitchell himself, stood right in front of her.
He gave her a nod, utterly unfazed. Probably his favourite face, before striding off like the hardest bloke on TV. Marissa barely had a second to recover before she almost collided with Molly Rainford, one of her absolute favourites. This must be new, because I was never in it with Molly or Grant. Okay, so this must be no weirdly.
It's a different world where you never left EastEnders.
Oh, of course, obviously.
Of course.
What a dark world that is. Go on.
Oh my God, Dyer, she started, then caught herself. Get a grip, Marissa.
This wasn't a fan tour. She was here to oversee a major evidence recovery operation. Steeling herself, she marched past the trailers until, well, there weren't no fucking trailers when I was here. She marched past the trailers and towards the sealed off part of the set where the Queen Vic scenes were filmed. The diamonds had been hidden somewhere in or around the famous pub facade, and the forensic team was already swarming the place.
But before she could get there, a familiar cocky voice rang out behind her.
What's the darts team in the custom house doing on the set of EastEnders? That's me doing an impression of myself, weirdly.
Marissa spun around sharply, her stomach twisting. Dani.
There he was, leaning against the railing, arms folded, his signature smirk in place.
For a second, she was thrown off. God, why did he have to look so good while being a suspected criminal? But she shook it off. She wasn't here to flirt, she was here to investigate.
She forced her face into neutral mode, trying to mask any suspicion. I'm working.
Dani raised an eyebrow. Oh, yeah? What kind of case did you sniff?
Can you do an impression of me?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, yeah? What kind of case has you sniffed around my old stomping ground?
That set her off.
Funny that, she said, folding her arms, because I was going to ask you the same thing.
Dani's smirk faltered, just for a second.
What are you on about? He said, sounding genuinely baffled.
Marissa hesitated. Had she tipped her hand too much?
Nothing, she said too quickly.
Dani squinted. I did like a squint on EastEnders as well. I was on a lot of Dyers.
Yeah.
You know,
you did like a squint.
Well, you know, it's a good way of hiding your inner trauma. Hold up. You think I'm involved in this, didn't you?
She stayed silent, jaw tight.
He scoffed and then laughed. A proper belly laugh. Are you serious? You think I'm running some diamond smuggling operation? I'm straight as an arrow, babe.
Then with a knowing smirk, he added, well, not the kind of arrows you throw.
Despite herself, Marissa let out a laugh. Just for a second.
She snapped back into professional mode instantly, straightening her spine. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Dani leaned in slightly, looking her dead in the eye. You do that, sweetheart.
With that, she turned on her heel and strode away, forcing herself not to look back.
As she stepped into the forensic zone, her phone buzzed in her pocket.
Jim Miranda.
She answered immediately.
Marissa, we've just pulled some CCTV, Jim said. Footage of the diamonds being stashed. I'm sending it over now.
Her pulse quickened as she opened the file. The footage was grainy night vision quality, but as the blurry figure on the screen crouched near the Queen Vic, something stood out immediately.
The boots.
Unmistakable. Expensive brown winkle pickers.
The same one she'd seen under the cubicle door at the Red Lion last night.
Her stomach and her fanny dropped.
The fanny he added.
What?
It didn't say fanny in there.
Well, I'm assuming it did.
It's a horrible word, isn't it?
What is? Oh, there's no words you like, by the way.
Fanny. I don't like that word, fanny.
What,
I
nun?
thought nunny, yeah.
A nunny.
Nunny.
Her stomach, a nunny dropped. It doesn't sound as good, does it? Again, no
It's
sex
weird
in
when
this.
a man says
I don't know what kind of
nunny.
fucking fantasy this is. But
Yeah, but there was Mummy had to read out the fantasy one where she was orgasming over you.
Weird that was, wasn't it?
That was so fucking weird.
Well, she's only human. Not your mother, obviously, because your mum isn't. She's like a robot, she is. You wait till I get her to Dubai, though, ladies and gentlemen. Well, listen, you want to hope that you don't get another sibling out of this. Because she's due to get pregnant again.
Yeah, you go.
Every 10 years I get her pregnant.
No, fucking hell.
But I just don't think my my jup, should we call it jup?
Yeah.
Is what it is, or what it was.
I don't know. Look at Robert De Niro. He's 81. He's had a baby.
This is true, yeah. He's a miserable now, isn't he, De Niro? I've seen him on a lot of interviews lately. And,
he's probably tired from the night
he can't be fucked being there. He's done it all.
He's done it now.
So it's like, why do I want to sit on a fucking one show?
Yeah, I did see him on the one show. He got a little bit shit for that.
Miserable. Well,
bless him. He probably
smile, fuck's sake. You're still alive and you're having more sex than me.
Yeah, he's having so much sex. The baby's really young as well, like really young.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Been doing night feeds, isn't he? Do you reckon he's doing night feeds at 81?
Fuck, you're a fucking laughing, yeah?
I wonder how old the
Barely
girl
feed
is.
his fucking self, the geezer.
Ah.
Anyway, shout out to De Niro. Maybe one day we will.
Not after your fucking speech.
Anyway, we will maybe, work together. Because I think he only deals with sort of BAFTA nominees. I thought I'd get it in at the end, because I can.
Yeah. Well.
Right. Well, Dan. Unfortunately, not for us, for the listeners, we've done it again. We've flown through it. Listen, I know that this particular podcast has been up and down. Especially the caveman bit, about me and Danny trying to get certain words with with
I don't know where that comes from.
I really do apologise for that because I don't think nobody needed that in their life. And I know there's some of you out there as well that struggle with Danny and the Diamonds as well, because it's probably not sexual enough, or it's sort of going down
quite boring.
Yeah, it's going down a weird route. Listen, we will wrap that up at some point just because we've dedicated ourselves to it.
Yeah, apparently it's coming to an end now, Danny and the Diamonds. There's only a couple left.
Yeah, so we may have to just get to the end to find out what happens.
Yeah, I want to know what's happened.
Does Marissa
Danny get knocked up?
Does she nosh him off, or is there any... Well, I'm just saying, it's got to get heated at some point. Yeah. I'm not sure when.
I reckon it's just a sexual fantasy.
Doesn't seem like it, doesn't it? Seems like someone's
50 Shades of Grey was of every woman's sexual fantasy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is this seems like whoever's wrote this is more about their fantasising about being a forensic.
I'd love to be in forensics.
Oh, I don't know. You need a good stomach for that, darling.
I would love to be in forensics.
To try and fucking...
Why didn't I ever want to do anything like that?
Well, because you went into dentistry.
Yeah, I would love to be nitty gritty and be in the police force and shit.
Yeah, but then you're dealing with dead bodies, darling, and you don't want to fucking start going down.
You've smelled a dead body, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Yeah, you've seen a dead body. What was it? The motorbike accident.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. And is it the wheel?
A body that was sort of, almost dismembered in a way. It was an awful accident.
You always remember it?
I remember the smell of it.
Well, was it really bad?
Because I came around the corner just after it happened.
Does you smell instantly then when you die?
It's no, it's a weird. Can't explain it, but it was sort of on the lamppost, the flesh and stuff. It was really heavy shit. And,
was the ambulance and that there when you'd got there?
No.
Did you have to ring her?
No, because he was spinning up. He was going up and down the road outside the pub.
Yeah.
And so he was outside. He was showing off, obviously, and it just went horribly wrong. So. Awful times that was.
So what did you do? Did you not ring anyone?
I was just in shock. Well, no, I went back to my mate's house and told him. And then when he came back and I went and got him, we jumped on our bikes, came back to the scene, and that's when the ambulance came and everything. But by then, the pals had put a quilt over it, covered it. Yeah.
Was he young?
Yeah, he was only young. So yeah, that was a very traumatic time for me.
It's horrible.
So there you go. You couldn't be forensic straight away because you'd walk in and go, "Oh, that's horrible."
Oh no, but I'm just
Who's
saying.
done that?
No, but I just find the police files. I don't know if they just make it look so much cooler on telly.
There's a lot of documentaries about it now. The real CSI and.
Because I always wondered,
forensic.
do the police get the ump? When like all the police shows and stuff are made, do you think they get the ump of it?
No, I mean they quite like being represented. Depends on the police show, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, I've been watching all the old.
Columbo being my favourite.
Yeah.
Because
bit of Silent Witness.
Nah, I can't have that on my telly.
No, but the only thing is I don't like about Silent Witness is there's never an ending.
What do you mean?
So there'll basically be an episode, and then it will just end, and there's no ending, and then they go on to the new dilemma or new issue.
Well, I'm sure there's a storyline every week, isn't it?
Yeah, a new storyline, but there's never an ending to the storyline. It fucks with my brain too much. I can't bear that. I need endings.
Okay, you need to wrap it up.
Yeah, I need somehow wrapped up because then it's just.
Well, like this podcast that we're about to wrap up.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this up now.
Shout out to any Silent Witness fans out there. I'm sure there's a few of you. Maybe I'll go in it one day.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I doubt it. Too busy. But what I will say is this, and I know that a couple of you, only a few probably this week, it's probably slipped your mind. Because sometimes it slips my mind, especially being married to the woman that I'm married to. And sometimes I do forget that actually I and you and Dani and all of us actually, you're all
loved.
I finally got her, ladies and gentlemen, because we have to try and time it, and so that's why I stretched this out. And she I try and get her to just, and it's the first time. Listen, I don't know what ep this is, 24, 25. I finally got her. But anyway, that was a nice way to end it. But now you are loved. Got her.
You are
finally.
loved.
Perfect.
I love how you want control out of it.
Well, because I've got a bit of controlling in me, ain't I?
The narcissist over there.